and play it beforehand. So to prevent that, they have the code feature, which in my opinion, I understand to an extent, but at the same time, like, why, bro? Part of the magic of getting new games is having the physical hard copy. With everything going digital now, we don't really own shit. And while I'm gonna just keep it a beam, I already pre-ordered this shit. I for sure got the digital version of this. I don't give a complaining. It does kind of suck that I can't get a physical hard copy like I do of GTA 5, because no matter what happens, I'm gonna always cherish that copy. But at the same time, I'll be lying to you if I said I wasn't just nitpicking. I mean, I'm still playing the game. I'm still getting that shit as soon as it drops, and I'm still not doing anything besides playing GTA 6 when it does come out. I'm just keeping it a beam. But overall, in my opinion, GTA 6 still will be the pinnacle of gaming. Despite what actually happens with this shit, we're all gonna get this game, and hopefully they didn't spend 13 years on this game for nothing. I'm already expecting this story mode to be absolute gas. I don't think it's gonna live up to GTA 5, because GTA 5 is just, that story mode was peak. But I do think the dynamic between Lucia and Jason could be cool. And it will also be very interesting being a girl character. For the first time, I'm gonna be honest, like last time, when the game drops, it'll only be the story mode. Online won't be released until a couple months prior, is what we're speculating, but we don't really know, honestly. A few people are complaining about that, like specifically streamers, but in my opinion, that's just kind of how this has to happen. They just dropped the GTA Online servers. As soon as they dropped the story mode, the servers would literally crash. You gotta let people get their infatuation with the game out the way so that the real ball knowers who playing online, you know, get the servers for themselves. Even though I still fully expect the servers to crash regardless. I'm just being honest. But overall, I do hope this game actually lives up to the hype, and we're not disappointed, because if it doesn't, oh boy, man, Rockstar, yeah. Y'all might be good. In my honest opinion, I feel like it's still gonna be a good game, and if people don't like it, maybe their expectations are too high, because I feel like the expectations in general are a little bit high right now. Maybe let's dial them back a little bit. Remember, this is still a game, and enjoy it, instead of trying to be overcritical about this. I feel like in society, we're always so overcritical about things. We're already overthinking things or expecting things to be absolutely perfect. That's just not what's gonna happen. And even if at launch, the game isn't perfect, I feel like there should be some patience allowed for Rockstar, even though I don't think that will happen. That's why they've taken so long for this game, because other games like Cyberpunk have tried to get it ahead of the curve and drop it as soon as the fan base is demanding it, but they end up dropping a broken game, and it kind of drives off viewers or people from playing this shit. So I got my full faith in Rockstar. Hopefully everything goes well. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I know you're getting GTA 6, so I'm not even gonna ask if you're getting that, but what's the first thing you're finna do? Let me know that in the comment section down below. Besides that, if you want to see me more every single day, sub to my reaction channel. That shit jumping right now. Besides that, I appreciate y'all for watching. Sky Stay Fly. Live life on Cloud 9. Thank you. And goodbye. We out.
Bro, GTA 6 is gonna be one of those games where it's like, yeah, this might actually ruin society, or just it's gonna be like a very clear mix within gaming, because we already know, like, we already had problems with this and that in terms of games themselves. How am I even gonna say this? So if you're familiar with independent gaming, then you know that the majority of these games that have been dropping for, like, let's say from like 2020 to nowadays, all of them that have flopped and are trash. We had a bunch of, like, woke overtime, no, some woke Overwatch, like, great value type of drops, where it's like bootleg Overwatch, and they just have a bunch of point shooters, or so, whatever you can call them, that have just basically copied the Fortnite trope, because that works so well, to the point where people automatically compare this game to that game, where to the point where they just compare themselves to it. And if we learn anything from, like, self comparison, and I'm a victim of it, right? That's never gonna work, man. And you're gonna keep falling flat in your freaking face the moment every moment you spend just comparing yourself to another, and then like just copying somebody else's code just because it works so well for them. I'm hoping something gonna replace Fortnite, because Fortnite's just so corrupt, man. But pedophiles running wild with some 6-year-olds out there. but that's not even the main reason why I just quit playing Fortnite. Because it was like, let's say like I was like 13 years old when I stopped playing Fortnite for real. I wasn't even overwhelmed from the game. It was, I think it was the competition and just, oh yeah, I had like some different things to really chase for real. And then I was like very much into like school things. Then joined a photography club. Not around that time, but just like uh, like much later. Animation, animation, and then Photoshop, graphic design, and stuff like that. That's what I was much more into. I created a whole game on Roblox, and it didn't exactly. It wasn't one of those. It flopped horribly. It was called Zombie Main. So if you look that up, the account is called Stickbot E10 because I was making Stickbot stop motion videos, man. The stop motion. I was cooking with the stop motion thing, but but the but the stop motion tools that I was really creating with them didn't really didn't really live up. They weren't exactly long term. So if I could really uh, if I get the opportunity to return to stop motion, I will for sure. There are a bunch of acting gigs I'm getting now. So if I even go with that, heck, there's even a book right behind me talking about some cinematography and stuff like that. I bought that book like 2 years ago, so I do for sure have a history when it comes to shoot shooting films and stuff like that. I'm a college kid, so I have the momentum, but what ha, but that's the problem though. I have some momentum, and then when we look at like some other films, we look at a Marvel film, and you're telling me you don't look at a Marvel film and obviously compare yourself to them. You're in your own race. Don't chase after somebody else's race, man. I'm running out of breath even talking about this because this was literally how I lived for a long time. I mean, it took me reading the Bible of all. It took me it took until I read the Bible for me to really understand this. That this is that if anything, this was a problem and I had to really solve it without making it so destructive that I had to do this and that. I used to think that jealousy was really how I could really chase dreams and goals. It can be the tool, but obviously not for me because if it really was, I wouldn't have such a boring background. But this is a great background to start with, right? This is a great background to start with because it's better than nothing. And another thing, practice gratitude. Be grateful that you're here, breathing. And just because everybody else is breathing along with it doesn't mean that you're not grateful. You shouldn't be grateful for it. And that's another thing. Being grateful for some stuff. I was never exactly grateful for anything because I mixed up complacency with content uh, contentment. I was making so yeah, I was making mixing up complacency with contentment because one could say, oh, at least I did this, and there's no other goals for me, man. Versus versus contentment is like I'm very glad that I've gotten here, and I have so many more goals, but thank you thank you Lord that I'm here and I've got this far, and I have these all these different gadgets in order for me to flourish within this YouTube community and everything else. Because if I didn't already have this, then it would be pretty much much more tougher than anything else. You have a lot of stuff going for you, and it's only having me. A lot of stuff is having me realize this now. I'm in college for God's sakes, but hey, We gotta make this count either way. There's one thing I don't like to say, but oh yeah, another thing. A lot of people make it, make like for sure. A lot of these motivational videos they sound so freaking depressing. They wanna make the usual arguments being, oh you're gonna have to grind, you're gonna have to work up at 3 a.m. It sucks. I don't want to do this. And it's like, stop crying all that time. Stop crying all the time. There's so many times. There's so many motivational videos out there that they just sound depressing and they just won't want to do it. But of course, oh, I became successful. Oh, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and whoever. It's like when they put up a line of people that we already know. I honestly didn't know Bill Gates until like 3 years ago though. When we line these people up, it's like, what are you saying to me? Compare myself to them? I refuse. I refuse. But they do say to be delusional. I'd rather be delusional than anything. Being weird is amazing. I have been ostracized, oppressed, and all this stuff ever since like middle school. No, way before that. I was sat in let's see, yeah, elementary school. I didn't even, I had loose screws. Everybody thought I was retarded or something. But I knew what I was, and I was comfortable in my own skin because I am my own person, and I had little to no friends for sure. Everybody operates the same. Everybody is so boring, man. The majority of you guys are boring, and you don't, and you, therefore you don't deserve to criticize somebody who has a bunch of emotion within his own heart. And you like, hey, bro, when when they criticize you so much, it's like, bro, shut up. What do you have going for yourself? Are you planning to to wage slave for the rest of your life? Work at McDonald's like from like, let's say 14 to 60, ages 12 to 60. Like, what the hell? So and realistically, when I put it like that, it would just make sense that you 9 times out of 10 have no choice but to follow my steps. But of course, don't compare yourself to me. And that's the kind of the blurry area that some of these videos don't exactly talk about. It's only nowadays that we're learning about, oh, setting systems, not goals. They're only talking about this now in the big 2025 and 2026 compared to like 20 plus years of set better goals. So what do I do with the goals? What do I do with the goals? You say, like, I wasn't even the I wasn't even the sharpest tool in the shed in terms of like making goals. I didn't even make goals. I was, first of all, I'm much more of like a, let's say, fitness guru in my private life because I know a lot of stuff to eat. I eat celery, I eat carrots, and I and I eat raw lettuce. I don't exactly like the toppings on it because it's just a bunch of extra hoopla to place on your salad. Just eat it naked. And people kind of criticize me for like what I promote, but it's not like I promote much bad stuff. There's there's only a few in there because of course I'm a young guy, and obviously I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm your Lord and Savior and I know everything. No, that's just literal blasphemy, and I never said I knew everything. I'm very humble, and I'm very humble 9 times out of 10, and I can tell you what is real. I can tell you what isn't, at least from my experience, and especially what worked for me. What worked One of the things that worked for me is the fact that I the best thing I've ever did was wake up at 4 in the morning for a whole month. For a whole month, like numerous months when I was in college. I was waking up at 4 a.m. Much more, much better. It was like 3 around that time. It was the majority of the days were 3. I would wake up at 3 in the morning and just start working out. The gym was closed. It would only open at like 5:15 in the morning. But I didn't really need all the weight equipment. I had some dumbbells here, as a matter of fact, but all I needed was really a living room and fight camp. And this is before fight camp started being started acting all haywire and bougie. It was only a month ago where they started implementing new things like oh the requirement of a membership, dog. It's only now that we had to get that now. It's like no, you did it all wrong. First of all, I thought fight camp was supposed to be free. Everybody can do a simple workout. I need just a simple 5-minute core workout, but I need a membership for that. What are you, Costco? Walmart turned into Sam's Club real fast in just a month. Warning. As soon as you get the update, you're like, fuck or fuck. I know that's gonna sound like trash on the microphone, so I know I'm not gonna hear this. I'm not gonna listen to this video later. I'm not even. This might be even a challenge to not even edit a single thing on YouTube. I'm just gonna upload this video raw. For sure, I'm not editing that out. But in terms of shorts, might as well. This is a 17-minute video, and I'm gonna make the most of it. And I suggest that you do the same thing. And heck, let's do this for example, right? I have a notebook, and I draw on it for the next like 3 days. Let's make it. I'm gonna I'm just gonna draw something. I'm gonna draw something on there. What I can show on here is this. What I can show on here is this. Yes, that's game goal. I don't know how to set that up. Yep. Yeah. I've written it with pen though. I'm getting back to drawing for sure. And then this one. Get that right up close to the camera. Amazing. Now before I get off this joint, if anything, I like to stream right on YouTube. Or at least work on how I can make a title on here. Other than that, I'm out for now. But let's get it! A new video a day for the rest of the week. Make sure I keep that promise, because I already know that I don't have like much of an audience, but I'm making that audience real. So let's do it. Let's get it. Samurai slice the like button. We miss Corey Genshin.